whether Manjai or Serekunda Isla, can more than a king live on direct festivities Serekunda Westminster Stadium. Yeah, we live since VIP Fest already. So please, dinale set tickets in Tanga, get to Tanga, maximum respect to the security forces. Send Ligue Rafetna, maximum respect to the organizing committee. Send Ligue Rafetna. This is the first ever KM Zonal's final. Live and direct in the Serekunda Westminster Stadium. Between Manjai and Serekunda East, who will be the king of Serekunda East? Who will be the king of Serekunda? Whether it's Manjai or East, they get a winner.
Mic test.
West Park. If I see you, yeah, 23rd of January, Serekunda West, Awards Night, live and direct at Tunas Hotel, Uyumba. Come on, let's go, my DJ. Come on, let's go, my DJ. Come on, come on. Hey, 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 hey. Oh. I'm telling you, so prepare. All 40 teams of Serekunda West are inside. So please, parallel to mark your calendars. Next month, 23rd, live and direct at Dunas Hotel. Serekunda West Hours Night. buñ la dee crown king sa kër tey fii la ñu crown benn king wala Manjai la wala Isla fii la ñu crown gars yi lay wal direct fii Serekunda stadium so dina leen seen ticket yi tànka ngeen dugg si tànka ngeen ñëw enjoy final si seen final la whether you are from Manjai whether you are from East or you are from West final bi seen final la mais pare bu leen fàtte on the 23rd January Serekunda West Coast Organizations Awards night du yomba
ngeen bay ko nga da banta ngara banta ko nga na ko na da ko na ko sa nga bo di na
Definitely 23rd, then go for January 23rd, Serekunda West Coast Organization Awards night at Best Competition, live and direct at Dunas Hotel, Remember, on DJ we go.
rek kenn jàpp wala maa ngi nii rek o ñu ngi baax
Serekunda ñoo ko moom kéem ñoo ko moom so kan mooy nekk kii kéem bi léegi tey mu leer yaa nga tukki léegi tey mu leer wala it is Manjai or Serekunda East léegi tey mu leer nañ léegi tey kina leen seen ticket si naka ngeen dugg si suñu paak bi naka ngeen ñëw enjoy final bi maximum respect to all our VIP guests maximum respect to each and everybody inside Serekunda Wrestling Stadium yeah seen liggéey rafet na maximum respect to the Zonal organizing committee yeah maximum respect to Serekunda Jam of Serekunda Youth you are working tirelessly to see this event successful Jam we see you yeah as maximum respect to the Serekunda Wrestling President Mr. James J. Gomez with your whole executive we see you seen liggéey rafet na
kenn mooy dara mi Para ñi bu baax bu baax
Amina yeah team Sangé Dugasi yeah it's starting off guys maximum respect to each and everyone ay
Martin.
Live final we done also. One of the greatest finals ever. Shootout final ever in Serekunda West Stadium. Between Manjai and Serekunda East. As we welcome our dignitaries at the field.
Green. Martin, center. Nadia.
To crown the king of KM between Manjai and Serekunda East. The leader of the UFC is here, Mr. Talib Ben-Shura. Ben-Shura for the youth and Ben-Shura for everybody in Gambia. Yeah. Yes, now everybody stand up for the national anthem of the Republic of the Gambia. Yes. 1, 2, 3. DJ, let's go. Here we go.
All right, thank you very much. A warm welcome to each and every one of you here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium. This is the first ever Zonal Final 2025, and the pre-match formalities is taking place on the ground. As you can see, the national anthem has already gone, and the handshake is led by the KM Mayor, Mr. Talib Ben-Shura, who has magnificently donated 250,000 to the KM organizing committee for his wonderful championship. This is the first time ever, and the two teams that are here are Manjai versus Serekunda is the two big shows that have same football into different directions, but they have also produced a lot of talented players, coaches, and high-profile administrators. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the final, and it is the most talked about final throughout the social media. One of them is here, X-Man versus Teddy Boston. Those were the key pioneers that started the talk of war from the interception. And now here is where it matters most. And once again, we send a big congratulations for both finalists, Serekunda East and Manjai, for reaching the best ever KM Zonal final here West Mini Stadium. And now we are still observing the pre-match formalities, and also we've seen the technical teams of both sides. They have absolutely done magnificent job guiding their teams to reach into the final. And once again, just to remind you, it is the KM Zonal Championship Final 2025 between Manjai versus Serekunda East. And once again, a big congratulations to the organizing committee. And now the handshake is done. Well, the official kickoff ceremony will be done by the Lord Mayor of KMC and the leader of the United Movement Party, Talib Ahmed Bensouda. We also acknowledge the presence of the KMRFA President, Mr. Mustafa Jallo, a brother to us, and also the President of Serekunda East, Mr. Modis Pacham, and also the fourth Vice President of Serekunda West, of Serekunda East, that is Saint Janjo, and also second Vice, that is Lamin Mane, and also our able that is also Mr. Kirifo Sanyang, our able program officer, is here with us. And likewise to Manjai, we've seen the fourth vice, Mr. Pablo Bay, is also here with us, and he's happily smiling. And also alongside him, we've seen the fourth vice, that is Chamna Baji, and other Manjai special executives. And right now, kickoff is imminent. The referee is giving a technical words to the players and the captain. And now also another short chit chat is also taking place with the president of Serekunda West, who has absolutely done wonderful with his team to host a very peaceful tournament this year at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium. They have welcomed the idea of hosting the first KM Maiden Championship Final, despite not participating. This is best known to them, but this still shows that they are well committed to the development of the KM sports within the country. And our central referee this evening, that is Mr. Tanso, is placing the ball well. And the official kickoff will be done by our able Lord Mayor, Mr. Talib Ahmed Bensouda, who is smiling and waiting for the whistle. And that was a good hit. Wow! Good strike from the Mayor, Talib Ahmed Bensouda. And once again, is imminent as the handshake has already been done. And also alongside me we will have the special able PRO as Ajahn. He will join me on the commentary desk. We also acknowledge all the special VIP dignitaries, proud partners, and also the stakeholders that are here with us, Mr. Landing Nyasi and the entire KMRFA. We definitely acknowledge your good support and the to promote and train a very young talented referees. They have been providing referees throughout the Navetats on all the zones. So thank you very much, KMRFA. We definitely also acknowledge the presence of the Red Cross, the KM Red Cross as well. They have absolutely done wonders. Medical attention. Now you can see the Manjai team. They are heading and also waving high five of confidence for this encounter. leer ba leer mooy li nga xamante ni la ñëpp doon xaar mooy kan mooy nekk di KM Kings. This is the final of the final within the zones because all the zones have concluded their finals on both league and the knockout. So it will be something very interesting. And who will close the chapter with the bragging rights? That is the big question.
Hello, good evening from the Serekunda West Mini Stadium. In the maidens KM Zonal Championship final between Manjai and that of their opponent Serekunda East. Remember, these two were the most formidable sides in this particular zonal for the KM teams. As the first edition, we have seen Manjai beating that of their opponents today that they are playing against Serekunda East in the round by 2-1. So for that being the case, but both sides finished on top on 6 points each, and then they have both maneuvered their ways, and then they are currently playing in the final here. So to remind you that you're watching us live on LSTV1, here is myself, Kimo Kanyi, on the commentary cabin. Then I will later be joined by Jiba in the area of the Punch newspaper, who will also be here to give us the analysis of this particular encounter as usual. I mean, it is Usman Kamara behind the camera for us here. But before we move forward, we are firstly going to give you the starting 11 for both sides. We are going to start with the home side, that is Manjai, who have started in goal with Alajiba as the number 1 goalkeeper for them, Ibrahima Drame number 4, Modu Them number 6, Matar Jalo number 12, Yankuba Sane number 2, and then you have Ibrahima Sise number 3, number 18 also starts, Musa Marigo also starts for them, and Adama Jawon wears the number 14 jersey, he also starts for Manjai, and then the team captain Tijan Fadera wears the number 8 jersey, and then Amrit Koka also starts for them as the number 9 for this particular Manjai side. They are taking on their fellow KM opponent, that is the Serekunda East side, and who starts in goal with Matar Job as number 1 goalkeeper for them, Abdullahi Konati number 15, Fabu Jaite wears the number 4 jersey, Molamin Fofana wears the number 12 jersey, and then you have number 6 Alaji BCC for them, and Modu Sisi wears the number 5 jersey. Number 6 is Joseph Pereira, and then the team captain Abdullahi Jata wears the number 10 jersey for the Serekunda East side. Numbers 7 for them is Lamin Tabali, and then you have Tafan Jai, and then Premi Sanyang completes the 11 for the Serekunda East side, who wears the number 9 jersey for his side. And then playing from the left to right, it is Manjai, who are currently dressed in green and white colors. And then for their opponents, Serekunda East are currently dressed in the blue jersey here with the white socks here. But firstly, a foul is being awarded here by the center referee of the game, and then the game continues here. Before then, we are going to see the player getting to the pitch first before he will be able to continue playing or taking part in this particular encounter. The center referee has called on the attention of the team of medics here on the ground to attend to him, and then if he's okay, then the play will be allowed to continue here between these two best in the KM Maiden Zonal Championship. Remember, this is the first year that the organizing committee of the Kanifi municipality have also come together to organize a zonal championship between or amongst the teams, amongst the zones rather, in the Serekunda East, in the Kanifi municipality, as you say. And then these are the two best teams, that is Manjai and Serekunda East, from the round and then making their way all the way to the final. Then today, as the game continues to play, we will know which of the sides here will be crowned as the champions or will be announced as the king of the Kanife municipality, whether Manjai or Serekunda East. One of these sides here today must be crowned as champions of the zone, of the municipality rather, and then we will see which of the sides here will be going home with that highly coveted trophy, and then which of the sides here will be going home as runners-up. Remember, it's a final. One of the sides must go home as winners and then wins the first ever KM Zonal Championship. I believe all the players that are filed in for this particular contest will be having this in mind. Yes, Fadera goes to ground, the captain for the Manjai side, but a foul is awarded against the Serekunda East player. Mod Lamin Fofana against the team captain for Manjai Sektijan Fadera. And then a free kick to be executed by Manjai in the Serekunda East half, to be executed by Yankuba Sane. Will send the long one inside the area, clears away Serekunda East, but Manjai still collects, Manjai still keeps going. Serekunda East continues to defend, but a foul against Manjai, against Serekunda East here. Player is being penalized for a foul on Musa Marigo, who stays on the ground, and then the center referee is having some words of communication with him and trying to make it so he's okay to continue taking part in the game. And then certainly we are going to see a continuation of the game, but Manjai currently benefits a free kick at a very dangerous position for their opponents to defend. We have seen players scoring free kicks from such areas, but we can also see players can take advantage of such set pieces. It is not very far from the goalpost of the Serekunda East side, but we will see how Manjai is going to deal with this particular free kick, or how are they going to benefit from this point here in trying to make it so that they break the deadlock here, there, and then you have Yankuba Sane is there, and also Matar Jalo is also there. It either has to be Yankuba or Matar. Matar goes, sends a long ball high over the crossbar, and then Serekunda East benefits of a goal kick to be played, perhaps to defenders, or to be cleared, to be a long clearance by the goalkeeper Job Matar, who instruct his players to close the field, and then he will be sending a long ball inside the area, sends a long ball, connects his player, but Manjai will need to defend. Manjai now to the team captain Sektijan, who turns beautifully, plays the ball to his right full back player, and then now inside the area, beautifully done there, beautifully connect there, but Serekunda is recovers and then clears their line. Manjai continues to chase their dreams here, and then Matar to the running player in the far end, who is there, tries to dribble past his marker. He's still there, and then sends the ball inside the area, but Serekunda is still struggling to clear their line, but eventually they had done so, and then the play continues through the captain, who tries to connect to his running player. Yes, indeed, and then the number 9 for the Serekunda is tries to connect, but Sanyang was intercepted there, and then but Serekunda is tries to clear the line, and then the ball rolls over the touch for a goal kick to the for a throw into the Manjai side, and then the games continue here. Also, we are going to give you the results that are currently underway at the various grounds for the Gambia Football Federation's Division 1 side. Brikama United is playing at home against Gambia Ports Authority. Currently it is 47 minutes on the clock, and then Brikama United is currently trailing by a lone goal to nil. Gambia Ports Authority is currently leading there by 1 goal to nil, and then in the other grounds you have the Gambia Dutch Lions is also leading Falcons by a lone goal to nil. Hearts Academy and Fortune in Jarasoma are currently on a stalemate, 0-0. No, Manjai surges forward, and then Serekunda is defend. Manjai goes for a long ball, but the ball again flies over the crossbar. A shot from Marigo Musa, one of the youngest players for the Manjai side. Heart Academy and Fortune, as I was saying, are on a 0-0 scoreline at Jarasoma, and then Samga and TMG are also on a stalemate. None of the side there was able to break the deadlock as of yet. So the only goals that were registered are the Ports Authority goals against the Brikama United side, and then the Dutch Line also against Falcons. Both sides leading by a lone goal to nil in those particular fixtures. And then surges for Tijan now, the team captain for Manjai, plays the ball to connect his midfielder, who tries to connect to his striker, and then but the ball, there was Yankuba Sane. He's been instrumental in the hearts of the midfield for his side, Manjai, since the start of the game, and then he keeps pushing as the game, as we have already witnessed into this crucial encounter between the two sides here. But as of now, Manjai seems to be a more dominant side in regards to the possession of the ball and also the attacks in the opponent's end. Manjai are pressing very hard on their opponent Serekunda East, but I believe they will also be having this in mind, that in as much as we want to take the lead in the game, but we must also be very much cautious of our defensive setup so that our opponents wouldn't have any chance to penetrate us here in the game. Thirdly, and now Lamin Jiba has joined us here. Shortly we are going to hand the mic to him, and then he will also be giving us his analysis in the very first 10 minutes of the game here. As we have seen, most of the position here goes to that of the Manjai side, but equally Serekunda is seemingly playing tactically and trying to make it so that they defend very well and then try to avoid a replica of their first fixture in the group stages, where they lost to these very opponents by 2-1, who eventually made their way to the final here. And then the Serekunda is surges forward through Captain Abdullah, who connects to is playing the far end. Serekunda is still continues to press, but Manjai clears their line straight to the Serekunda is players. Serekunda is still on the ball now. Manjai needs to recover and try to regain a possession from them. Rather, Serekunda is surges forward. That was a very well taken ball, but well taken there by the Serekunda is running player, left player in the far end. That is the number 12 for them, who is Modlamin Fofana. And now the team captain tries to connect Sanyang for Serekunda East. Jata Abdullah, and then East continues. Serekunda is switches the play in the far end. Now the player sends the ball inside the area, and then that should have been a goal for the Serekunda East side. And then the number 17 Tafanjai is disappointed in himself in trying to say to himself, I should have done better from that particular angle, because he was there all alone. That was a free header. It was a wonderful delivery from the far end, and then Tafanjai connected to the ball, and then but his header flies rather over the crossbar, and then the game still remains 0-0 between the two sides. Lamin Jiba, welcome to LSTV1. We have played already 13 minutes into this game. Already in the 14th minute, it is still 0-0 between the two, but it is the two best. When they are meeting is always very, very difficult. Your analysis in the first 14 minutes of the game.
Well, thank you very much. Well, it's a very interesting encounter, as we said. It's already colorful. Both teams are playing very well. Dominating Serekunda is dominating the proceedings here. Captain got opportunity, but then failed to capitalize. The entire stadium at Serekunda West Mini Stadium is full to capacity. As we all know, it is the two best teams in the zone that's met in the maiden edition of the KM Zonas final. So we expect it to be a cracker between these two powerhouses in the Gambian sports. Kemo.
That's very well, two powerhouses, as you can see. You can hear that from Lamin Jiba of the Points newspaper, a senior reporter for the Point. And then so again, Serekunda East comes close, but this time the player is caught in an offside position, and then the Manjai zonal team needs to restart the play. The Serekunda East side have started the game in a much slower pace compared to that of the opponent Manjai, but I believe Serekunda East will be relying on that there was a foul, but you can see the player isn't happy with that. Even the technical bench aren't happy with that, but the Manjai's instrumental midfielder has been penalized for foul. Yankuba Sane, he has been instrumental for Manjai in the heart of their midfield, doing so many running, and then his energy in the heart of midfield also is doing good for the Manjai side. But this time he's been penalized for a wrong tackle on the Serekunda East player, who is still nursing his injury, as he's been attended to by the medical team that are currently on the ground here. As I was saying, Serekunda East started the game slower, in a much slower pace than their opponents Manjai, who started the game very well and then tried to push on their opponent Serekunda East. But we have also seen Serekunda East have now come, and then they are currently pushing very hard on their opponent and trying to making sure that they do the needful for them. And then currently it is still 0-0 here, but Serekunda East is now coming into the game, and then they seemingly are relying on their right fullback in the far end, who has been sending so many good crosses. In the inside the 18-yard area for the Manjai side, but still it remains 0-0. We have seen Tafanjai comes very close for the Serekunda East side, but his header flies over the crossbar. That was one of the best chances, if not the best chance, that we have seen in this game so far. And then that was the team captain, Jata, who has been fouled by Yankuba Sane. Abdullah Jata had midway outside, and then Serekunda East will execute through Alaji BCC, who tries to go on solo. It tries to surprise the goalkeeper, but again his shot, as we have seen earlier on from others, flies this time well over the crossbar, and Manjai start the play shot towards the captain, who could not hit, and then Tafanjai continues to make his mark and then tries to connect his captain, who has been penalized for a foul on the Manjai's defender, Ibrahim Drame. And then Manjai will execute this through Modu Dem now. Modu Dem sends a long ball towards his captain Fadera, who jumps but could not connect to the ball. Another header here from the Manjai side as Serekunda is continues to defend while Manjai keeps on attacking. Now Matar sends a long ball towards his striker in the far end, Sanyang, but the defender goes to the ground. Nothing, foul, says the center referee. Alajendur rather was penalized for a foul on the Serekunda East defender. And then is will start the play to defender who sends a long ball inside the center circle, header, but is cleared again. Tafanjai turns beautifully, connects to his player, then the play continues in the far end, and Serekunda is surges forward to the number 7 who tries to dribble past his marker Matar, and then what Matar does well in tries to step in. Tabali beautifully volleyed there by the team captain Jata, but earlier on it was a brilliant football from Lamin Tabali in the left flank there. Lamin Tabali plays his Northern football for sports. The Serekunda is Northern, who has also been there also rather. He has been an instrumental and also a reliable figure for that particular team. He is mesmerizing, and also when he's on the ball you know that he can do well with it and then can dribble past any of his markers, as we have seen him doing here earlier on against Matar Jalo, who has also been very, very firm on his foot in trying to make it so that Tabali did not do any harm to his side, and succeedingly he had done so, Matar Jalo. And then the play continues now. Nu plays the ball to Matar, who plays the ball back to Drame for Manjai, who sends a long ball, but again his effort sails over the crossbar. Those of you who are currently joining us, to remind you that you are watching LSTV1 live from the Serekunda West Mini Stadium in the Carnival Municipalities Zonal Championship Final between the two best, of course, Manjai Zonal team and Serekunda East Zonal team. In the already we have played 22 minutes in the game. It is still 0-0 between the two sides. None of the sides here is able to break the deadlock in the first 22 minutes here that we have played. But remember, they met in the group stages where Manjai prevailed over the Serekunda East side by defeating them 2-1. This is another fixture, of course a different fixture, and of course a different tempo, because simply it is a final, and then whichever team plays in the final, the tactics that you employ in the group stages is always a different tactic that coaches will put across in the finals when they are playing in such games, because mostly what will be communicated is that try to make it so that you defend very well and then avoid conceding the first goal in the game, because it can be a goal that can decide any final. So this approach, and also they will be employing, and then they will be having every other tactic in trying to make it so that they did not concede first. But as they are also working on that, not to concede first, they will also be pushing hard and trying to get themselves the first goal in the game. So this is the conflicting ideas that the players are currently battling against. And yes, of course, both side have shown that resilience, especially in Manjai comes close, but this time Marigo's shot was well blocked there by the Serekunda Ace shot stopper Job, who the team was entirely relying on Matar, as defenders were nowhere to be seen when the ball rather flies over their heads, and then Marigo was there, sends the low one inside the area. Manjai still, Serekunda is still continues to defend, but Manjai again this time, the captain, not the captain here, but the number 14 for Manjai, believes should have done better there in that particular position. Adama Jao, he tries to go in for a power instead of a very, very good placement of the ball. Perhaps he will learn, and then we are here, and then we will know what he will be able to do again in regards to such. Yankuba Sane, one of the instrumental figures for Manjai in the heart of their midfield, had won a foul against the Serekunda East players, but his clearance, Ibrahima, taking a set piece right there, he could not connect the ball to any of his running players. Lamin Jiba, earlier on we have seen Serekunda is coming very close to Tafanjai, whose header flies over the crossbar, and then this time we have seen Manjai coming close through their number 14, who Adama Jao, who tries to go with power inside the 18-yard area or very close to the 6-yard area instead of a better placement of the ball. But this time again, these are two very good chances that we have seen, but both sides have failed to, capitalize or utilize those chances here into a goal. So far it's still 0-0 here, and then what do you think the two players could have done with those chances here in trying to make it so that they become the first champions of the maiden KM Zonal Championship?
Well, thank you very much. I think the striker need to score because Tafanjai had a very big chance. He could have just bent his head and head the ball into the net, but his effort went futile. And also Marigo, would have also opened the scores for Manjai. His effort was also saved by the Serekunda goalkeeper before they have a corner, which also they squandered. I think they have to capitalize on and score, because nowadays strikers don't score, but then they have to try. It's a final that's it's not going to be repeated. So a win here will certainly become champion. Every zone that win here will certainly become champion. There is no. We are going to go into the penalty shootout. We are going straight extra time. We are going straight to the penalty shootout. So teams need to score. Strikers need to score. They need to capitalize on their chances and score.
Very well, strikers should take their chances whenever it comes to them, so that they can avoid unwanted results or undesired results for their respective sides. There's still 0-0 here between the two sides here after 27 minutes of play. And on the GFF Division 1, Brikama United against Gambia Ports Authority. Brikama United is still losing by a lone goal to 0 in the 66th minutes. Gambia Lions are still leading by 1 goal to 0 in the 58th minute, and in the 57th minute in Jarasoma, 58th minute rather, now in Jarasoma, it is Hard Academy 0, Fortune Football Club 0, and Samga is also on a 0-0 score line with TMT. The play continues here now. Adama Jao tries to cross, but Serekunda is defend. Then the captain was on a spot, and then Serekunda will attack again here through Tabali Lamin, who has been a very, very dangerous player for their opponent. He has been doing very well since the start of the game. Whenever he takes on his opponent there, and then Manjai continues. Manjai again now will attack through their captain Fadera, but he was dispossessed in the process, and then they win a throw-in. Well, the Serekunda player is currently down, and then the team of medics are currently called by the central referee to attend to him, and then whenever he's okay to continue or leave the pitch, the play will resume here. But still, it is still 0-0 between the two sides here, and Manjai and Serekunda is zonal teams. Now Manjai takes a throw there through Matar, and then the player goes to ground. Nothing says the center referee. He's not interested in that. He's very close to the scene. And then the team captain Abdullah Jada connects now. Tafanjai one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper comes off his line on time and then denies Tafanjai from scoring against Manjai here into this crucial final. Tafanjai still soldiers forward, but the ball was cleared away. The ball rather is cleared away by Modudem, one of the central defenders for the Manjai side. Sends a long ball. Manjai clears the line through the right full back, but another through in here to the Serekunda east side is executed. Tafa goes to ground. Nothing says the center referee. And Manjai continues. This time Ibrahim Sisi. Now Serekunda is now the team captain to Tabali. Tabali, but this time Matar Jalo comes in time and then stops his threat to his side, and then the play resumes here. And now soldiers forward. Serekunda ace through the number 9 who overhit the ball, Sanyang, Premi Sanyang, and he was dispossessed. Serekunda is again defends very well. This time Tafanjai to his number 12 and the right full back for his side, Modlamin Fofana plays the ball to Tafa, but Manjai penalized for a foul in the process. And then Serekunda is benefits a free kick to be executed by the team captain Abdullah Jata, who sends a beautiful ball inside the area, and Serekunda is, that was a side netting from the number 5, who could have done better. Modlamin Sisse in the end, you can see he is disappointed, hastily taking that decision in trying to make it so that he scored for his side, but his powered ball went side netting for his side, and then Manjai were rescued there, and then the play continues here. Still 0-0 between the two sides here in Manjai, and Serekunda is here at the Serekunda Westminster Stadium. We have already played 33 minutes here into the 34th minute, and then it is still 0-0 here between the two sides here. Manjai regains position now. Now Marigo goes to ground. Foul, says the center referee. Yankuba allows them to execute that. Them sends a long ball towards the team captain, but the Serekunda side clears their line through Tabali again in the far end. Tabali still continues the run. Tabali in the far end takes on Matar. Tabali moves back and then plays the ball back to his defender who tries to come, but he was dispossessed in the process. Now Manjai through the captain who plays the ball now to Nur. Matar plays the ball to the team captain Fadera. Fadera plays the ball inside the midfield for his player, but the player goes to ground. The center referee wasn't interested in that, and then he allows the play to continue after Koka goes to the ground and then claiming for a foul, but the center referee again this time is very close to the scene and allows the play to continue. And then again both set of fans here piling their large numbers to making sure that they rally behind their respective sides so they can celebrate. Now Koka brings the ball down, but dispossessed in the process by the Serekunda is defender Ablai Konate. And again another foul against the Serekunda, against the Manjai players, but this time the faithfuls of Manjai aren't happy with that decision by the center referee, but nonetheless he has the final say. He decides what needs to be done or what must be done in the field of play. And then Tabali this time comes, but Matar beautifully done there. I think Matar is also doing very well against one of the trickiest and the most dangerous attacking player for both the Serekunda East and Manjai so far that we have seen here. That is Lamin Tabali. Now sends the long ball inside the area. Now them chases, but the goalkeeper comes off his line. But the goalkeeper Job Matar comes off his line and then cleared his line to prevent his side from conceding the goal here. And then the Serekunda East side continues to defend against their opponents. This time player goes to ground, nothing, says the center referee, and allows the play to continue. Switches the play here now to to Lamin Tabali now. Tabali plays the ball to his running player in the far end who tries to power the ball inside the area, but that was a good block there by the Manjai defense line, and then it was later cleared away by Matar Jalo. Lamin Jiba, I think Lamin Tabali and Matar Jalo are doing so many fights there. Lamin Tabali, the number 7 for Serekunda East side, has been doing very well against his opponents in the far end there. But his halfback also, who is also manding him there, Matar, is also doing extremely well against him.
Yeah, I think Tabali is one of the dangerous players that Serekunda East have this season, and also Remediata also is a very fine player, because he's one of the top goal scorers in the league as the Serekunda East sports this season. So I think he is also causing troubles when it comes to pace, because he has more pace than the fullback manning him. So it is very difficult for him to keep him, because because of his pace. If he utilizes his pace, they can have something here. Kemo.
Very well. It has been a strong fight for either sides in the far end. Both players in the far end between Lamin Tabali and Matar Jalo, and then Manjai Rada clears their line. Serekunda is again overhead kick here by the Serekunda is number 4 Fabu Jaite, who is still on the ground and then continues to and then continues to put up every effort here so that their sides can go home with the victory. That was the overhead kick here by Fabu, but in the process it was a collision between him and the Manjai players, but Fabu is okay, and then the player for Manjai is the one currently receiving treatment from the team of medics who are currently on the ground here to making sure that they give that medical support to the players whenever it is needed, and then we must thank them for the service that they are doing. Yes, then we have seen the officials racing 2 minutes of additional time here. So before the final whistle will be blown for a halftime break, Manjai have 2 minutes to either score or defend and maintain the score line. So as Serekunda East have the same number of minutes to either score or maintain the score line here, and then go to the dressing room to have some halftime talks that we believe will have some positive impacts in the second proceedings as the game will resume here. And again, we are going to give you the current score line at the Gambia Football Federation's Division 1 for men. But before that, Manjai surges forward and the cross comes in. That this time the goalkeeper for Serekunda is again comes to the rescue of his side and then palms the ball away for a corner to the Manjai side here. This time Yankuba Sane will execute that for Manjai. Shortly we are going to give you the current scoreline in the JFF Division 1 after this corner has been executed by the Manjai zonal side, sends a long ball inside the area and then a header away by the Serekunda East side. Ball chases, the ball goes to the ground, foul, says the center referee against. But that was the final whistle here for the first half, and then before we go in for the 15 minutes break, we are going to give you the scoreline for the JFF Division 1. Brikama is still trailing by a lone goal to nil against Gambia Post Authority at the Brikama Box Mini Stadium. Dutch Lions is currently leading Falcons by a lone goal to nil. Hart Academy and Fortune are currently on a nil-nil scoreline, and Samga and TMT are currently also on a nil-nil scoreline. For now, we are also going for a 15 minutes break. We will be back. Please stay.
Zonal championship round number 25 here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium between apart from that bridge as the shootout is something very important into this contest as both teams are definitely chasing to be crowned as the kings of the region. Green and white.
From final between the two best, that is Manjai and the Serekunda East zones. The first period ended in a barren scoreline where both teams have fought very hard, and then but none of the sides was able to break the now coming to the second. Is what they have done in the first half. Sends a long ball inside the area, but punches away the goalkeeper for Serekunda is Mata Job, and then Serekunda is regrouped and then start the play from Fofana, who sends a long ball to connect his number 9 Sanyang, and then but this time it was a throw in already in favor of Manjai, and then Manjai surges forward through Jao, who tries to dribble past his marker, but he was dispossessed there, and then the Serekunda east side regains position, but this time Marigo, one of the youngest players for this Manjai Kunda side, if not the youngest in this entirety of the team of the players that have been filed for this particular game. And then the number 10 Koka goes to the ground, but play continues here, and then Ndu tries to go for the ball. Marigo again plays the ball quickly to Jao in the far end towards Marigo again. Marigo tries to turn, still on the ball, plays the ball back to his right full back in the far end. Now Jao still on the ball, tries to dribble past his marker, but he was dispossessed by two Serekunda is rather players, and then Serekunda is clears their line through into Manjai to be executed there by Ibrahima Sise. Tries to connect, but Marigo gets that, and then Sise now Yankuba, Sanerada Yankuba does beautifully there, and then surges forward Manjai, but Serekunda is this time again clears their line. Then Marigo tries to play the ball back quickly to his player, and then the player for Serekunda is on the ground. The running player, the captain, but the ball goes straight to the hands of the Serekunda is netminder Matar Job. Manjai heads through Ibrahima Drame, who connects. Marigo again is on the ground for Manjai. Musa, he's a very young player, but he is also a very, very instrumental player for Manjai. A key figure in the hearts of their midfield, regardless of his age, his size, but his intelligence in the heart of the midfield for Manjai is top-notch since the start of the game. We have seen him coaching so many troubles for the Serekunda East side, and then he wins a lot of foul as well against the Serekunda East team. Musa Marigo still nursing his injury as the attention of the medics were called in by the center referee to attend to him. and making sure he's okay. He's back on his feet. Musa Marigo is currently being escorted outside. And the play will resume when he leaves the pitch. Manjai will start the play here through them, who sends long ball inside the area to connect, and now Manjai, but Serekunda is again this time clears their line again, and then but the number 4 for them still bears the responsibility to complete the clearance, and then the Rastafarian number comes to his aid, the ball to Tafanjai, but that was too much from the captain Abdullah Jata. Another throw to the Manjai side, and again as usual one throws are gained by Manjai from that particular angle in the right fullback position, Ibrahima, but it was an offside, not a throw this time against Tafanjai. And Serekunda needs to defend as Manjai sends forward. Now a header here from the Manjai player, and Serekunda is regroups the goalkeeper. Now Ibrahima Job, Matar Job rather, to send a long ball for his side. Instead, he plays the ball short to his defender, who sends a long clearance. The header this time, Matar goes to the ground, but the play is allowed to continue. That was a dangerous foul by the number 5 Modu Sise for the Serekunda East side. The Manjai captain, Setijan Fadera, has been cautioned by the center referee to actually reduce complaints on the pitch and then allow the game to continue, and then the referee being the sole decision maker. This time again another foul by the Serekunda East player. This time he's been penalized. The number 16 Joseph Pereira has received a yellow card for a reckless tackle. Manjai again wins another free kick. Ibrahima will be taking the responsibility for the Manjai side. Drame sends to connect. Now Koka, the number 10 for the Manjai side, loses that ball, and then Manjai's Serekunda is rather surges forward through Sanyang, but that was well defended there. But initially it was the ball had already crossed the line, and then the play is allowed to continue from a throw in the far end, and then Serekunda is continuous. The captain Abdullah Jata will execute the free kick for the Serekunda East side inside Manjai's territory. Let's see what Jata, or how Jata is going to deal with this free kick. green light given. Jata goes slow straight into the hands of the goalkeeper for Manjai side, and then he arms through towards his play the far end, who sends a long ball towards the number 9, but Serekunda is clears their line, and then they continues to struggle against Manjai, but the play continues here. The clearance has now been finally done by the Serekunda is team, and then that wasn't a good take of the ball by Manjai's Tijan Fadera, who is also the team captain for the Manjai side. Some players are given the green light by the technical benches for the technical bench rather for Manjai side to actually warm up. To start the warm up, perhaps we are going to see some substitutions here, I believe, shortly or later. Manjai started the play short to the number 4, Ibrahim Adrame, who plays the ball to Matar now. Matar plays the ball to Yankuba. Then Matar still chases. Matar foul, penalized for a foul against the Serekunda is Alaji BCC. Now substitution here to be effected by the Serekunda East side, and number 9, Sanyang makes way for Lamin Bojang. Premi Sanyang makes way, and Lamin Bojang has been introduced in his place as one of the strikers that they will rely on as the game draws nearer. Comes off his line, connects his defender Ablai Konate in the far end, and then Koka now on the ball, plays the ball inside the midfield to Yankuba Sane, who plays the ball to Matar. Matar to the captain, who turns beautifully, crosses, but that was a weak cross from the team captain Fadera. Now Matar takes on the new entrant Bojang Lamin. The captain takes the responsibility for a quick throw-in to connect Lamin Tabali, but a clearance coming from the Manjai defense line, who tries to clear his line again, Ibrahima, but this time the ball eludes him, and then the player tries to turn, but he slips and then falls, and then the ball comes straight to the Manjai. Manjai still pressing here through the team captain now, who was blocked here, and then the play continues here. Is still struggles to defend, and then Manjai keeps moving forward. Manjai keeps moving forward, but is clears here this time. Again straight to the Manjai player in the far end, and then Manjai continues to pile the pressure from the far end, but Serekunda is regains position and recovered from that danger. The team captain tries to move over with the ball, but he was dispossessed by a reliable, but this time the captain is caught in an offside position. Fadera Satijan is caught in an offside position by the first assistant referee in the far end. It is still 0-0 between the two sides here. Lamin Jiba in the first 15 minutes of the second half. Again, we have seen both teams have renewed their commitment to actually celebrate the trophy, because this is the first one. Whichever player wins this can boost, yes, within their community. Yes, we have won the first edition, and this is, they have been announcing this since the first half. We have seen that commitment from them, that zeal from them, the energy that they have also put in the entire first half. Then coming into the second half also, it is the same energy and the same commitment that we have seen from them. Your analysis so far in the entirety of the second half, in the first 15 minutes.
Well, thank you very much. Kemo, like you said, both teams have, started the game from where they left in the first half, and they still casting goal opportunities, but then they could not. They are not capitalizing on their good chances. Like you said, it is. The maiden edition, so we expect it to be. A titanic encounter between these two. Two giants when it comes to KM. So the strikers should score. The game is tense already. Fans are cheering in their loud voice for their respective teams. So it depends to the players to also do the job in the field of play. So they should capitalize and score.
Yes, very well. Thank you so much, Lamin Giba. Is the man in charge of our analysis for today's encounter, the KM Zonal Championship final between Manjai and Serekunda East. Of course, he sits on a neutral seat here today. Substitution here, Marigo, the youngster, has sustained injury and then he has been substituted here. Alex Gomez takes his position. Sends a long ball inside the area, but heads. Serekunda East continues to chase their dream, and then Manjai keeps defending. Foul here, says the center referee against Serekunda East. Throw. Fofana takes that to his captain Jata, who connects his defense line and then also tries to connect the new entrant Bojang. Bojang continues beautifully done there by Bojang. The link up play was beautiful, but they are dispossessed in the process by Manjai. Serekunda East continues to defend through their number 4, who has also been an instrumental player for the Serekunda East side since the start of the game, Fabu Jaite. And then Manjai regain possession through Jao now. So just forward in the far end, but Jao continues the run, but this time the player for the Serekunda, for Manjai side, Ibrahim Asise, has been penalized for offside. The play continues here between the boys from the eastern part of Serekunda and Manjai. Beautifully done there by the team captain for Manjai, Fadera, who connects Koka battling out with Fabu Jaide. Fabu goes to the ground, nothing says the center referee, and then the ball is played rather back to Matar, who sends the long ball inside the area, but the goalkeeper comes off his line to save his side from conceding the goal. And then the game continues here. The pitch is not as that much friendly for the players, but nonetheless, this is what they have. This is what has been available to the organizing committee for the for the KM Zonals, we believe. So this is why the game has been scheduled to be played on this ground here, but nonetheless, players, some aren't enjoying the pitch as they enjoy the other pitches. So, and then the play continues here now. Heads the ball down. The number 5 for the Serekunda East side, whose header rolls over the touchline for a throw into the Manjai side. Modu Sise in the far end now. The connects his captain. Fadera tries to dribble past his marker instrumentally. Done a well defended there by the Serekunda East. That would have been a very dangerous move for the Serekunda East side. The game continues here. Matar battles it out with the Serekunda East boys and then connects there in the far end now. Tafanjai connects the running player and then who leaves the ball for the captain. Low shot, but that was so close, but it went away from the goal mouth, and then the game remains 0-0 between the two sides. The captain Abdullahi Jata's effort went away from the goal post, and then Manjai benefits a goal kick, sends a long ball the goalkeeper Alajiba, and then is still on the possession, but this time the ball was overhit and Tafanjai could not do anything with the ball as it rolls over the third line. And the play continues here. Serekunda East Manjai plays the ball back to the netminder Alajiba, whose clearance was in the best of clearance, and then as he receives the ball from Modu Dem rather, and then Serekunda East wins a free kick, a throw in rather, in the far end. And then this time a free kick awarded to the Serekunda East side. Again the team captain Jata Abdullahi takes the responsibility. Abdullahi tries to go on solo, and the ball again flies over the crossbar, and then the Manjai zonal team wins a goal kick, sends a long ball inside the area, and then turns beautifully here, and then again beautifully fired there by the Manjai player, and then Manjai still but disposes Gomez. That wasn't a good ball, but before it comes to that, it was this process here. It was a foul. The captain is signaling for Manjai, signaling something to his players or his technical team. Perhaps one of the players will be coming out as he nurses injury there, so an immediate perhaps he'll be okay to continue before the substitution is effected. And it is still 0-0 between the Serekunda East zonal team and the Serekunda and the Manjai zonal team here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium. And then the match continues here between the two sides. Matar connects the team captain Fadera Sestijan, who tries to play the ball inside the midfield area, inside the center circle rather. Now the new entrant Gomez plays the ball to the running defender, and then this time again this is Jao here. That was a very good delivery from Matar Jalo, who delivers well, and then the goalkeeper was nowhere to get the ball. Deliberately he makes sure the ball avoided the touch of the goalkeeper, and then he succeeded in doing that, Matar Jalo. And then his running player who was coming to power the header, the number 14 for their side, Adama Jao, could not direct his header inside the 18 inside the net, and then it still remains goalless between the two. Strong fight there between the Ibrahim Sisse, the Manjai fullback, and the East player. Corner there is been awarded to the Serekunda East. To be executed yet again by the team captain, who is prepared. And then the green light is given by the center of the Senzelombo. Good ball inside the area, head away by Drame Ibrahima, who had a head collision with the Serekunda East player, and then the number 9 for Manjai makes way. Nur makes way for the number 7 Molamin Gom. And then shortly we are also going to see the number 19 Mustafa Dabo will also be introduced soon. Adama Jao makes way for Mustafa Dabo now for the Manjai side. Sends a long ball, Manjai's goalkeeper. Manjai, but again Yankuba Sane is always at a very good position for his side. He is the midfield maestro for his side, the anchor for the team. His presence in the heart of midfield has been instrumental for Manjai. Intelligent play there between Gomez and the team captain Fadera, but Matar goes to the ground, foul, says the center of it. He was slapped on the face by the Serekunda East Modu Sisse, according to the center referee, and Matar is still on the ground. Free kick awarded to Manjai at a very, very crucial position, at a good set piece position. We'll see who takes charge of that responsibility. Koka, Amrit Koka is on the ball for Manjai, who is now ready to take charge of that free kick. Matar also remains there. The team captain, Ashwar Sektijan Fadera, also remains there. Matar Jalo as fully called. Messi has been asked to drop back so that their defense line is not outnumbered by the attacking players from the Serekunda East End. Koka will execute that. Green light given, the center referee. Koka sends the ball inside the area, and then Serekunda East heads away, chested down. Yankuba, who connects the new entrance, and then another new entrance. Dabo in the far end was penalized for a foul on Fofana, the left fullback for the Serekunda East side. Sends the long ball, but the tall, lanky defender for the Manjai end, Drame, heads the ball away. Now Tabali, one of the trickiest and most dangerous players in today's fixture, connects his player, but this time Tabali has been dispossessed now. Manjai's captain is on the ball, but foul for a slap on the face of Tabali. Serekunda East will soon introduce Abdoulaye Sissoho before the number 17 Tafa Njai makes way for Abdoulaye Sissoho. Tafa Njai makes way, but the free kick here will be executed by the team captain Abdoulaye Jata for Serekunda East, and then Sissoho now has been introduced. Now the team captain giving green light, sends a long ball inside the area, header there, and then Manjai will need to clear their line. Serekunda is there, still on the attacking side of the Manjai end, and then Jaite lobs the ball, launches a long ball inside the area, and then the play. A long ball is being taken by Alaji Ba, or been launched by Alaji Ba inside the Serekunda East half, and then Manjai player goes to the ground, Gomez, but the play allows to continue. The new entrant in the far end for that was a dangerous, brilliantly placed the ball there, the number 19 Lamin Bojang for the Serekunda East side. Lamin Jiba, we have played already 33. We are in the 34th minute here. We can now say 6 minutes before or any other additional time is been added here onto the regulation time. One of the side must score, or they will either be heading to the postman shootout, or perhaps it has to be rescheduled for another day.
Yeah, thank you very much. As you said, we have already almost coming to the end of the game, 6 minutes plus added on time. Yes, it's still 0-0 between the Manjai and Serekunda East. I will be hoping to see whether, the last 7 minutes could produce a winner or not. Let's see what the full 90 minutes has to offer for us. Like we said, both teams are playing. They're searching for a goal before the end of the match. Serekunda is fighting to nil to score before the end of the match, while Manjai also equally fighting tooth and nail in search for a goal. Let's see whether the full 90 minutes will produce a winner here.
Very well, the regulation time must produce a winner, or something else must be done here. That was brilliantly guarded there by the new entrant for the Manjai and Mustafa Dabo, who wants to take the free kick, but Alex Gomez also wants it, but the ball is finally handed to the number 2, Yankuba Sane, who places the ball down. Matar wants to take the responsibility. Then we have the team captain there, but he's leaving together with Koka. Yankuba is there. Sane, the midfielder, is there together with the new entrant Mustafa Dabo, who created the free kick here. Then the center referee will soon give the green light, and then the ball will be well placed here by Yankuba. Places the ball now. One of the final moments that Manjai can rely on. Is it Yankuba or Mustafa? Mustafa, but the wall blocks that initial kick, and then the player goes to the ground this time. But 2 players for Serekunda East are currently on the ground, and then we'll see which side here will actually be making their way through the glory days. As you can see now, the beautiful trophy has now is heading to the VIP lounge here, if we should say. And then one of the sides here must go home with the trophy. They will be heading to the post-match shootout if the regulation time fails to separate them here. Already we are in the 39th minute. A minute plus additional time will be played here if we are going to see any additional time here. That will be played here for one of the sides here to celebrate their glory days. Is it going to be Manjai zonal team or the Serekunda East zonal team? One of the sides, of course, must go home with the trophy. The substitution here to be effected by Manjai, and then the first goalkeeper is making way for the substitute goalkeeper here, Bubakar Baro. Perhaps will be the goalkeeper that they will rely on when the final eventually reaches the post-match shootout. Another substitution here will be effected. Then the number 5 for Serekunda East makes way for another new entrant who will also perhaps be a reliable player, Babakar Diouf, to take his side to the glory days. Lamin Jiba, we have now exhausted the regulation time that's supposed to be played here, and certainly we are going to see additional time to be added onto that particular regulation time minutes. Then both teams will have that additional time whether to score or maintain the score line, and then push or force the game to the post-match shootout. 3 minutes for both sides to at least change the score line here. Otherwise, it must be decided from the spot kick.
Yes, like you said, 3 minutes added on time, and Serekunda have benefited from a corner, and can they capitalize on this corner set pieces and clinch the trophy, or are we going to see Manjai defend this set piece? Let's wait and see what this corner kick will offer.
Very well. One of the last moments that Serekunda East as well needs. The captain sends the long ball inside the area, but the goalkeeper handles that ball luckily after the first punch. Launches a long ball into their opponent's half. Serekunda East will need to defend. And as they are doing, player goes to the ground, foul, says the center referee. Mustafa Dabo has been penalized for the Manjai team. Launches another long ball. Serekunda East this time. Heads Messi or Matar Jallo. And Serekunda East benefits a throw in, quickly taken there. Manjai tries to hit, and then the team captain tested the ball, tries to go, but the play continues here. And then both teams, Manjai struggles to clear their line. Serekunda East keeps mounting pleasure, but the new entrants try to test the waters, but his shot was nowhere near the goal post, and then a goal kick is being awarded. We are in the final minute of the added time here. It's either Manjai or Serekunda East to be crowned champions of this particular KM Zonal Championship. Remember, this is the first edition of the KM Zonal Championship, and then it is the final is been that is the final whistle here between the two best in the KM Zonal Championship, Manjai and their opponent Serekunda East. Remember, before this particular final, they played in the group stages, but it was 2-1 in favor of Manjai. But this time it ended in a barren scoreline, and then we are now heading to the postman shootout now.
Yes, finally, this is all done and dusted here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium in the maiden edition of the Kanifi Municipal Council maiden edition of Zonal's Championship between Manjai and Serekunda East Mini Stadium. It is a stalemate goalless draw in full time, and we are now going to proceed to the penalty shootout. As we know, penalty shootout is a gamble. Any team can win. Even the best player of the match can miss a shootout, a penalty kick. So let's wait and see. We are now proceeding to the penalty shootout here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium after full time ended 90 minutes.
Yes, the final here, a highly anticipated one for that matter, before the actual event kick starts. And now it has been played out, and then the final result is a 0-0 score line for the two sides. in Manjai and Serekunda East. Both teams have shown their resilience, they have shown that commitment, and also showcase their talents in trying to be the first winners of this zonal championship. But both goalkeepers have done extremely well again, not to talk about the defenders, the midfielders, and also the forward players. Yes, all the players that have taken part in this crucial contest had indeed done extremely well to register the success for their sides, but the regulation time fails to separate the two. And now the keenly and very closely contested affair between Manjai and Serekunda East zonal teams must be decided from the post-match shootout. Now it must be decided from the post-match shootout here. The regulation time has failed to decide the direction of the trophy, but now as the regulation time fails in that mandate or in that reality, it is now the duty or the function from the players. Now it is the force kick will be executed by Manjai. Now the team captain for Manjai will execute that. Sheikh Tijan takes the first responsibility. Sheikh Tijan now sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and then it was beautifully executed here, and Manjai have now taken the lead from the sport kick. Now it is the turn for Lamin Tabali now, one of the most reliable players for the Serekunda East side. Tabali Lamin. Lamin Tabali against Baro Babukar. Tabali walks slowly towards the ball. Tabali easily saved there by the netminder for the Manjai side. He has just been introduced for this job. He's been introduced, penalties, and then the first matter job. Ibrahim Sisse for Manjai now. Ibrahim Sisse walks towards the ball. All its time again also sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. And now it is the turn of Serekunda East now. The number 6 for the Eastern Boys. Alaji B. Cisse. Alaji B. Cisse faces the Manjai's new entrant Bubakar Barrow. Cisse faces Barrow. Cisse, hands on hip, still takes his time. Cisse moves towards the ball, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way this time. Four takes from the spot, 2 goals from Manjai and a goal from their opponents. Now Yankuba Sane, one of the best players for Manjai in this final. Yankuba Sane takes the responsibility for the third kick, and he faces Matar Job in goal for Serekunda East. Yankuba now giving the green light by the center referee. Moves back. Yankuba runs towards the ball. This time again sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Manjai on the right track. 3 sport kicks and 3 beautiful goals. Now Joseph Pereira now is the one taking the responsibility for the third sport kick for his side. He faces Barrow again. Bubakar, the newly introduced goalkeeper, but he was sent away. And then Manjai Ibrahima Drame now, the central defender for Manjai, takes the responsibility now. Ibrahima Drame. Ibrahima Drame now faces Matar Job in goal for Serekunda East. Drame places the ball and moves back. He's been instructed by the central referee to place the ball. Now Drame faces Job in goal. Drame now moves towards the ball, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. We are seeing very beautiful penalty takes from the it's a low win. Now the responsibility is handed to the team captain for the Serekunda East side, who sends, but that was another beautiful goal. And now Manjai now have the opportunity to finish the game here. Molamin Gom, who has just been introduced here, he takes the last penalty. If he scores, then it's a win for Manjai. If he loses, then an opportunity is handed to the Serekunda East boys. Now Ngom, all eyes. Score! goes. And then it ended here. 5 goals to 3 from the post-match shootout. Manjai, crowned champions of the maiden KM Zonal Championship. This is the second defeat in the same championship. Again, that they have, this is the second win rather in the same championship that they have registered against the Serekunda East side. In the group stages, they defeated the East side by 2 goals to 1. And for this time, it has ended in a post-match shootout, where again they are emerged champions from the sport by winning on a 5 goals to 3 from the post-match shootout. Manjai will soon be crowned as champions because already they are the winners of this maiden KM Zonal Championship. Manjai are the winners. You can see their fans are celebrating, jubilating with their players.
That is football for you.
Thanking God for playing this game in a safe condition, and then we've lost, and then we accepted in good faith because penalties is just a lucky game. You know, we played the entire game. You have seen the chances we created. We were not lucky to take the chances. So unfortunately, Manjai won, and we have to agree with it. That's what God decides. So we take it in good faith.
I mean, it's 2 wins in the first edition. I mean, in the group stages, you played. They defeated you today also. I mean, it's like you guys are finding it to find a better way to defeat Manjai.
No, I'm not seeing it like a difficult one because if you can see, that game was so easy for Manjai to just come and get the victory. So, but for today, you can see them. They struggled and then they dominated the entire game. So, keeping the game up to the penalty shootout, I mean, our heads are up. We did what we're supposed to do, and then the game decided on penalty spot. So, we cannot say anything than to just say hard luck to the boys and congrats to Manjai. So.
Overall, this came zonals. I mean, in terms of organization and the initiative, what's your impression?
Yeah, my impression is just to advise them to keep it up, and then I hope next year it will be wider. You know, all the other teams that are involved should also come in. Or we want to see a national zonals coming back again, because this can help the young generation and can help the young players, you know, to also achieve their dream, to make sure they want to become professional. So I'm appealing to them to continue this good work, and then to tell them congrats for organizing such a tournament. Sure. You're welcome.
Wait, why didn't you go? Jauh ini lagi bahas yang bakar orang. Yeah, coach. I mean, congratulations. You are the inaugural champions of the KM Zonals. Tell us, how did you do this?
Okay, thank you for the congrats. I'm very happy today because the boys they're ready to do this thing. That's why the job is so easy for me to achieve this thing. Yeah.
I mean, you completed a double over Serekunda. Is one of the best zones, not only in KM, but I mean in the entire country. And how did you guys do this really?
Just to praise the boys, because football, when you have players who are ready to play for you, that is the time you see a good coach. And the boys, they are ready to play for the team. They are ready to play for me. That's why we can manage to beat them the 2 legs. Yeah.
I mean, after the first game, they said they fielded in, their third team. So this is going to be a final. So they fielded. What we expect, they are A team rather. But you still defeated them. But this time, even though it was on penalties, how difficult was this one?
Yeah, this one was very, very, very difficult because final here is not it's very difficult to play a final against Serekunda East, because as you said, Serekunda is a very big zone, and they used to produce one of the best players in the entire country. So to play against them, so you have to discipline in tactics and try to make the best use of the chances, the limited chances you have. But today we created some chances, but we cannot take them. But we go to the penalty shootout. We managed to beat them by 5 goals to 4. Yeah.
What does this mean to you as a coach, but of course the Manjai community as well?
Yeah, I'm very happy. Somebody who knows me knows that I can have more than this thing, because I waste a lot of times in football. So I'm very happy to achieve this thing. This is my first time to coach a zonal team and came out with a trophy. I'm very, very happy about this thing. Yeah, thank you.
Champion Manjai A round of applause. Manjai are enjoying their Christmas, and their New Year will be one that they will always remember. Their New Year's Eve. is concerned. And now from there also, we turn our attention to the winners. And who are they? They are the champions, Manjai. The team that have been unbeaten since the inception of the competition. They have absolutely proven a force to be reckoned. This is their first ever final, and also this is their first ever trophy. And now they have absolutely well-deservedly conquered the region for the very first time. And Papa Kennedy is smiling, as you can see. He told me that we will be league final in Manjai when I went there the last time. So and now, for the champions, as far as championship is concerned, Serekunda is but still the coronation of the staff of the Manjai, as you can see, Patsama is leading with style, and it is a good performance. Patsama won in the league, and also it has helped Manjai also to become as the champion. Chama, Sule, and all the other technicians that have led Manjai are happily smiling. And you can see Alex and others having conquered the best player in competition. Also is the man that has proven why he is absolutely one of the region's brightest stars. But also Ferdinand Tobis Teves, another one, is the man that could be leading goal scorer after scoring 5 goals in both the Northern League and also in the Regional League. So overall he has scored 10 goals for this season. And keep it up, keep scoring the other. And now you can see this is the Gala as the Clan Trophy is absolutely shining with the officers who are present in black and white. It is Merry Christmas and Manjai. Also celebrating Zonal is having the winner's prize money, which is 150,000. You can see the captain is on the podium and Lord Mayor is still holding the jug. And the chair also is yet to be there. So Manjai, the champions of the KL Zonal 2025 on the Serekunda West Stadium. It is absolutely historic. And ladies and gentlemen, can you please give a round of applause to the Manjai for receiving their prize money of $150,000 from Lord Mayor Charles Ahmed Sulu, from the captain to Patsama. With the captain alongside the Lord Mayor, that is Mr. Ahmed Sulu, who has supported with $250,000 to the KL Organizing Committee. And that is absolutely